In an interview with Al Roker, former President Barack Obama said that climate change isn't a problem of the distant future. Rather, it is a problem that is affecting Americans right now. And he was referring to flooding, severe wildfires, and even vulnerability to drought in certain locations. As humans, we are the main cause of climate change. And if we don't do something to reverse this damage, it could potentially just end up being irreversible. In order to fight climate change, we must first see the causes and the effects. To begin, one of the causes of climate change is the greenhouse effect. The U.S. Global Change Research Program says that we are producing CO2 at such a large and fast rate that the natural process is not able to remove it equally as fast. This means that the CO2 is being trapped in our atmosphere. This is the largest known human-made cause for warming. On top of that, land use is another problem. The U.S. Geological Survey says that we are using land to grow food, to build new cities, and even cut down trees. And this is negatively affecting climate change. Now that we've seen two of the causes, we can talk about the effects. The first effect that I chose to share was sea levels. The NASA's Climate Government website says that there has been a rise in sea levels, and this is causing flooding in coastal areas. I believe that us living in Florida, it is something that we should be concerned about, as well as people that live in other coastal regions. Sea levels have gone up since 1880 by 8 inches, and it is predicted that it will go up another foot to 4 feet by 2100. This is a problem that we should address before our home is damaged. Another effect of climate change is the destruction of habitats, which causes extinction in certain plants and certain animals, which we've been seeing since the beginning of time, but it has drastically gone worse as the years progressed. The last effect that I chose to share was human health. I feel like even if we don't care about the home that we live in or the extinction of plants and animals, then we could probably care about our health. The National Resources Defense Council says that there's going to be an outbreak of asthma, allergies, infectious diseases due to climate change, and that's something that we must prevent. The U.S. Global Change Research Program also says that due to climate change, we are going to suffer from extreme weather, a deterioration in the air, and the pollution is going to increase, deterioration in the air, and on top of that, it's going to cause more diseases. Now that I've mentioned the 3 effects, we can talk about how we can fix this problem. In order to reduce greenhouse effects, we must reduce our CO2, the amount of CO2 that we produce into the air. Although we believe that if we start now, it is a change that will occur over a short period of time, we are wrong, and we don't want to be discouraged, but it is something that will eventually, within hundreds of years and from one generation to the next, it will improve. Why is this? It's because once it's trapped inside of the atmosphere, it takes a long process for it to go away. Also, the NASA's Climate Government website also said that there are 2-tier approaches to this problem. One being mitigation, which is the reduction of the greenhouse effect, and also adaptation, just learning to live with the changes that we've caused. Obviously, if we can fix these problems ahead of time, that would be great. The UN Climate Change Summit occurred not too long ago, and that is where Barack Obama said that there is no nation on this planet, whether they're wealthy or poor, small or large, that won't see the effects of climate change. Therefore, as a whole, and all the nations on the globe should work together in order to stop climate change from progressing and affecting future generations in an irreversible way.